It's fine.
So I saw this movie right when it came out because I had totally bought, like, first off, John Landis, regardless of what you think of him post.
Fuck John Landis.
I was waiting for Tad to say that. He has, however, made some movies I like a lot and then some movies that I like a little bit. But I just remember looking forward to this because I was totally bought into the whole, wow, like basically got the entire DGA to be, like extras in his movie. Mm-hmm. But I remember coming out of it at the UA6 in February of 1985, having dragged Gloom Girl to a movie that yet another movie she didn't want to see. Thinking, God, that was kind of terrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine why she's so.
I when Jim picked it, I was like, oh, you know what? It's been 36 years. Maybe my opinion will have changed. No,
guess what? It didn't.
It's actually worse than I remember. And the one thing, like, did y'all see the, Jonathan Demme about 3/4 of the way through this movie playing
at the end? Actually, he's one of the
FBI guy. You think Demme looked around the set and thought to himself, "Don't do this," because Something Wild, which we reviewed on this show 2 or 3 weeks ago, was only a year difference from this, and it almost feels like it's in a totally different fucking filmic universe.
Because it's good.
Because it's good. Because it's somehow of the 80s without being all the bad things about the 80s, like this movie and its terrible fucking music.
Michelle Pfeiffer's hair.
It's awful film stock and the horrible hairstyles and the terrible clothes and like
the furniture. There's so many ugly rooms in this movie.
And
it's Robert Painter, the guy's DP. He's always lights flat. You use him for Animal House. Use him for
this
Werewolf.
Was something else. This is like moonlighting practically. Yeah. Like
but this 80s flat lighting thing. That's endemic.
No, moonlighting's better than this. Fuck you.
Like as fun as it is to like, oh look, it's David Cronenberg. Oh look, it's Roger Vadim. It's like,
does anybody do anything interesting? Like
no, the only one that's really given lines is.
Does anyone do anything interesting in this movie at all?
No. What a waste! What a waste of Michelle Pfeiffer and Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my God,
never
Jeff
forget a moment.
Jeff Goldblum's such a star. Like, it's so obvious that he's a star in this movie. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you here? This was
one of the first things he did after Buckaroo, and this was one of the first things she did post Scarface.
That's right.
So, like, this was their turn.
This is again a movie that makes you think about better movies.
Yeah.
Two other things. Thank you, Richard Farnes.
Okay, now my outfit is complete.
Oh, excellent.
No, you're not wearing a bad suit.
I need a bad suit.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a bad suit.
More of expensive silk suit. It doesn't matter
good acting. Thank you, Richard.
All you need is a little synthesizer behind you, and you're at
3 minutes. Of
also, the guy who's always flailing his gun around is using a revolver. I'm just going to point out.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of revolvers in this film. This film was post Twilight Zone, and so
he killed those people already.
Yeah, he killed Vic Morrow at this point, and this was his kind of comeback.
And 2
film.
children who shouldn't even have been on set because it was the night.
I'm not
Fuck
sure.
you.
I think
it was
sorry.
45 in the morning.
Trading Places was in between that and this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 83.
Okay.
Trading Places was before this?
Yes.
Yes, Trading Places is the same age. Trading Places is the same age that I am.
Right. Yeah. But anyway,
Nintendo.
It was this is still kind of an effort to kind of rehabilitate him a bit because that was there. The trial was going on, and John Landis was becoming a persona non grata. The theory is that all these directors kind of like he's one of us, so we're going to be in his movie.
I did go back and re-listen to the Behind the Bastards episode about John Landis, and it was just like the entire time I'm just like, man, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you forever.
Yeah, he Into the Night. Trading Places came out in 83. Twilight Zone came out in 83. They did the Michael Jackson Thriller video, and then this.
Yeah, I told you. It was they're both the same year. I can't remember which one he did first.
I don't like I said. Trouble. Thank you to Richard Farnsworth for giving us 3.5 minutes
trouble
of good
when
acting.
the film was made.
And I also want to call out a special level of contempt for the just the worst fucking editing.
Oh, did we lose you for a while?
Yeah. I was that time. I tell you that they haven't fixed the cable here yet, but that's another story entirely. The thing is, going back to this movie, is that I thought there was a kernel of a good idea here. It was an unraveling mystery
No.
Beautiful girl. The guy just coming out of his life and getting pulled away.
Running around late at night thing.
Yeah. There's a kernel of a good idea. It was just so episodic. It was just so this and this and this and this and this. It didn't really add up.
And none of those episodes were very remarkable.
No, not really. No, but and then
I fell asleep watching this.
Yeah, I just tried to finish watching it today because I fell asleep last night watching it. So I've seen most of it, but I mean, she gets the stones.
No, nothing that you missed is gonna make
it better.
Good.
No.
You're right. I'm just wondering, she got those stones and she got away from the bad guys, and now there's 30 minutes left of movie, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Well, they convoluted
nothing.
The real estate deal had to happen.
Two fake endings.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fake endings.
Well, okay, this hasn't held up very well. I'll give you that.
No.
It's definitely of its time.
No, I think it held up exactly as it was.
Okay.
It wasn't any better in the year it came out.
I can't remember. This film didn't set the world on fire when it came out. It was just it kind of came out.
That's just one of those covers I looked at in the VHS aisles at the at Blockbuster or whatever, and it's like, huh.
Well,
I didn't know anything about it, and
they did a lot of work on the poster.
I saw it in the 41st for free, so it's no big deal.
Something else I noticed watching this is so it's like 40 or so. 30 or so directors, most of whom have pretty impressive filmographies.
Amy Heckerling's in this.
Without exception, they're all terrible on camera. And you'd think...
No, I think Roger Vadim is really good.
That he could hide behind the French thing, Vadim.
But a lot of them are not very good, and it's like, wait a minute, like, why are you so bad at this when your whole life is telling other people how to do it, or giving them notes?
Well, what was the point of Jim Henson being on the phone?
Those who can do, those who can't teach
or direct.
It's a totally different skill.
It is, but also I thought that Cronenberg actually did a really good job because
Cronenberg was okay.
Oh, I couldn't direct my way out of
an aerospace company. He just gave the lines. He was perfect. He even looked the part.
Don't you think that they would have a level of self-awareness that if what they expect out of others?
You just covered it. This was the whole point of this was fucking rehabbing
solidarity.
Yeah. It was almost thrown together in that respect, in terms of like trying to get from point A to point B with that.
The whole movie feels thrown together.
Mazursky was okay.
Yeah, he was all right. I liked his place.
But he's been
Cronenberg's good. He's just
Mazursky's
for 4 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. He's a regular or semi-regular on one of those Star Trek shows now, right?
Mazursky?
Paul Mazursky?
No. Cronenberg.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know which one he's been on.
I know he's on a TV show.
Discovery, or I don't even know.
If it's Discovery, that show sucks ass.
Yeah, I tried to watch it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Also, they made the Klingons stupid again. Anyway, we're talking about better things.
Yeah.
Also, is there anything worse than mid-'80s BB King?
Oh, it was.
It's like the worst BB King.
That was just bad.
Worst.
Painful.
It was loungy.
Painful.
The whole thing was loungy.
Yeah.
It was like
not even fun loungy. It's not even like
it's
not even like
bad.
Rich and Cheese.
It's like that was why I was sad. Every time they got into a car to drive somewhere, I knew I was going to have to listen to more BB King.
You hear like that guitar going, saxophone. I'm like, no more, please stop.
Well, and it's actually worse than that because it's Randy Newman cross BB King, so it's the worst parts of both. Like it's the whole thing in the Family Guy where it's like, guy looks like he wants to punch Randy.
Oh yeah,
literally that, but it's BB King singing it, and I'm just like, I can't. There were so many times in this movie where I was like, I love you, Jim, but I will kill you. I will kill you.
But this is still a better and more.
I'll kill you in Temecula. We've escalated.
Yeah, right.
This is still a better film than That's Life.
Lots of things are better films than That's Life.
Wait, which one is That's Life?
I'm just sitting here. I didn't do anything today.
No, sorry. But
okay, hold on. No, you picked the fucking.
That was 1 year off.
You picked the fucking what was it called? The one with the detective and the gargoyle. And
yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah.
That was him.
That was me.
Night Riders.
This motherfucker.
Night Riders.
Yeah, and Night Riders I had seen.
I would watch Night Riders 100 times before I went back.
The Fred Ward thing?
Night Riders is awesome.
Cast a Deadly Spell.
God damn.
In my
So bad.
defense, I had just heard about it. I had not seen it.
We should go. I want to.
Don't do that.
Yeah, not anymore.
What is your? This is okay. Not a great film, but what was your favorite part? What was the part you laughed at? What was the funniest part of the film for you? The whole thing with there's her brother who was an Elvis impersonator. I thought was pretty hysterical.
That's D-Day from Animal House.
That's Bruce McGill. Yeah, it's good stuff.
And also like reasonable depiction of a gay couple for this era. Like especially compared to the like gross homophobia in the other movie. Like I was very much like, oh, these dudes are just a couple and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The scene where Michelle Pfeiffer sheriff across the street, and that's how they get away, is she introduces everybody who's got them, Roger Vadim and everybody.
He gets them out of the car,
and they get out, and then they're like, "Okay, you guys got to go," and they jump in the car and drive away. That's like, oh, they did something. They finally.
I like the part where she rolls up on him when he's being talked to the cops, and is like, "Oh, was my husband causing?"
Yeah, but that was kind of weird for me because he had just said, "Oh, I'm here waiting for my wife," and she had no way of knowing that he had just said that.
Yeah,
well, what do you do? You know, in a scenario like that,
jump to the same conclusion. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
there are multiple instances where the actors are trying to make this script work, and like the stuff that she got, this mentioned the limo, compared to the endless thudding of the punchlines when Goldblum is trying to like wisecrack his way out of the situation with the Iranian woman, where he keeps saying, "I work for the government," and then like there's a beat, and then he's makes some other cockamamie story. They should be way funnier than they are. I don't know whether it's his delivery or there was no way to make that line funny, but I didn't think any of that worked.
None of the Iranian shit is funny. Like none.
Yeah.
Is that weird? You know, that combination that John Landis does with like comedy and horror or violence, like he did with American
But he
Werewolf.
doesn't do it well.
He doesn't do it well. It's always been jarring, but that's his signature.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
but I have fond memories of American Werewolf. Haven't seen it in years.
You should see it recently.
It's far better than this.
I love it.
Far better than this.
Okay. I thought when they chased Michelle Pfeiffer's friend out on the beach and drowned her, that just was so fucking jarring. It was like Three Stooges, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, gross.
Out of the back end.
I'm getting the sense Jared didn't watch this.
No, I watched it.
You've been very quiet.
He has been very quiet. This might be a time to see what he's thinking.
Jared's corner.
Yeah.
I kind of lumped them together, and I'll read it at the end.
You lumped them together.
Well, I just jotted down some notes about both of them generally. But I watched this, unfortunately, and it was very painful.
All right, there's his review.
Jim,
I can pick out the ones about the let's see.
Were you going for a theme here? Because like I said, it didn't occur to me until like about 15 minutes in, where they're like, whoa, this is very like much the same.
He accidentally stumbled into a theme.
Here's John Landis likes boobs but hates pets.
Mm-hmm. The dog slaughter,
because he killed dogs and birds.
Yeah,
I love those scenes.
David Bowie.
I laughed out loud when they shot the dog.
David Bowie is cool. This is true. The random face Band-Aid is so cool, and I actually thought of that years ago.
Yes.
Like I wanted to have a character just who had a Band-Aid on their face, and you never knew fucking why.
Yeah, that's and also the guy who's got the neck scar.
Yeah.
Well, that's Landis. Landis has like a scar over his eye, and he's got his whole neck.
Yeah, you could tell this guy's trouble because he's got a past.
He's survived. He survived somebody trying to strangle him with a fucking wire.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't like Landis nor his movies. I hate his style. I hate his taste in music. I hate his dumb face. I like 3 of his movies, and I can't take this movie seriously whatsoever.
Which movies do you like?
I like Coming to America, but I think that's more because of Eddie.
Yes.
Obviously. I like Trading Places, again, probably because of Eddie and Aykroyd doing a good job. And then I like, we'll come to Aykroyd not doing a good job in a minute. Yeah. I like, I like Kentucky Fried, even though I know it's stupid as fuck, but, it's funny, and there's one other one. Oh, I like American Werewolf. That's it. I hate the fucking Blues Brothers.
Hard to say that.
I hate Animal House. I hate The Blues Brothers is like this music on crack. It's just, I think he's got the worst taste in music. No.
It's hard to call Kentucky Fried his movie. Like
it's really a Zucker Abrams.
Yeah, Zucker Abrams.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But I have a soft spot for that because I think it's
it's a good movie.
Did anybody ever see Oscar?
Yes, Oscar's fantastic.
That's the one with Sly
Stallone and Marissa Tomei, who should have gotten an Oscar for that as well. She's so Oscar, good as the daughter in that.
Yeah, Oscar was a weird surprise. Like out of
Finucci's.
And like, what's good? Watch that movie with the color turned off. It totally plays as a 30s screwball comedy. But no, I like Animal House and Blues Brothers probably if for no other reason than I watched them 10,000 times when I was little.
Animal House has 3 good scenes, and the rest of it is kind of shit.
I mean, you couldn't make it now.
No, because if you tried to do the "Can we dance with your date" scene, somebody would cancel you, and rightfully.
There's no way. That movie,
Blues Brothers, you could make now. You could absolutely make.
And I know it's not much of a movie, but it just kind of gets by on this weird, goofy charm. Like I said, it's one of those.
Also, why is this movie so boring? And then I heart Michelle Pfeiffer still.
She is glowing in this movie.
As I said, the haircut still doesn't diminish how beautiful she is. Like,
yeah, she is ridiculous.
No, she could be in a gunny sack and she's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's probably somewhere around like this. Although I like I said, it was fun to revisit. I'm glad you picked it, Jim.
Jim.